like the textured side up.
This breakup was a lot harder than I could have anticipated, and in a lot of ways easier, if that makes any sense. I think that this relationship was the first actually healthy relationship I had, even though we were very extremely different people. And I'm recording this now and editing it now in January of 2026. So this was over a year ago, and I'm looking back, reflecting on it.
This is where
Breakups are hard. It seems like it's the end of the world, and you lose part of yourself, and you don't know what you're gonna do. But I think they're the most transformational parts of life, and they're very important and crucial. And this one was really tough. I recently moved about a week and a half ago, and I had a breakup. I look like this right now. And I'm trying to get my new place together and make it look cute, but it's not happening with all of this. So I'm gonna get better. Take a shower. I feel so much better, thank goodness. It was actually the first time washing my hair here at this new place. It's very cute. It's a studio, and it's just really cute. It has a lot of charm. And I moved all my stuff in, and I actually went through everything and got rid of a bunch of stuff that I don't need, so that's a blessing. And I'm trying to stay positive today, so that's what we're gonna do. And I think I just want to have a little decorating day. I can give you a little tour so far how everything looks. This is my lovely wooden door in my little people. This is the tiny little kitchen, but it's very nice. It's got a little refridge. This is the bathroom. It's definitely really messy, but it's cute. I've got I don't know. This is like the living room area, very messy. And I got this new couch for free. And it's just covered in blankets because I have to cut Ian's nails and put the nail caps on because he's gonna scratch it up. It's the perfect texture to want to dig your nails into, right, Annie? Over here, I've got my bedroom. And my mom found this bed on Facebook Marketplace. It is mahogany wood. It is so heavy, but it is gorgeous. And then we're going over here to this little window nook, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. Actually, one fun fact is this doesn't work, and it's right in the way. It doesn't work. I'm trying to get them to fix it, but it's stupid that it's right in the way. Anyway, though, what? Oh my god! And the look. Let's just look at the details really quick. Hang on. Look at the. Oh my god! And the ceiling, please. Girl, I'm trying. I'm really trying to make this a peaceful space and start new, because I don't want to think about it right now. Everything, as much as everything is flying around in my life right now, I just feel like I need to have a peaceful place. I'm in a peaceful place. I found something no one can Yanni. Let's talk about the vision, okay? The bigger picture. So, up here we have these, well, first of all, the sticker's still on this one. We have these random shelves. And if you look, I don't think they're like nailed on or anything. It could be. In like this crack maybe, but I don't see any nails on there. So I think it's just like floating there, which is scary. First of all, we have that one, and then there's this one that's lodged in the crack, which seems more sturdy. But all of the poles are different. This one doesn't even have one. They're different. Ugly. What I'm gonna do is get some just like wooden dowels from Home Depot and sew them to the size and like either paint them white, put some knobs on the end, whatever. But so everything is cohesive there, and those are like $1, $2 each, so that'll be really easy and cheap. The curtains are awful. These ones aren't that bad. Like, I can live with those, like the cream and the paisley. These ones, can you even see it? No. I do not like blue. I hate that. Those are gross. Okay. Oh, in the bathroom. Actually, let me show you this. In the bathroom, the shower head originally was I added this connector piece onto it, which does like a 360 rotate, and before I did that, literally, I'm not even joking you, the shower head like could barely even rotate. Like, it just went like this way and this way a little bit, so it's just like pointing at the wall right here, and I'm this tall. Okay, I'm not kidding you. So my first few showers were awful and I dreaded them, and then I got this piece, thank God. So that's good. But right next to the shower, we have this space right here, and Yen's litter box is right there, but I'm not gonna show it because it's gross. I don't want to show it. It's a little potty. And I want to build a cabinet for it that also has storage on the top, because there's not really any storage in the bathroom at all. And then his litter box will be enclosed. I learned how to do stained glass, and I made this. I cut the glass and I soldered it together, and I made this. So I'm very excited to use this as a decoration. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but probably in a window because it's so beautiful in the light, when the light shines through. I'm very happy about that. Oh, also look at this mirror that I got from Renovation. Muy bien, right? Mm-hmm. Wait. Want to hear a secret? I got a bidet. I didn't put it on yet, but I got one. Oh, that squeeze you up. Free yourself. Give your free will a try. I don't have this system here. I'm kind of just, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm freezing. That's what I feel like, first of all. It's 64 degrees in here because my heater's not working. But anyway. Oh, CS card. Not mine. It's much better than Okay, so I'm trying to what am I doing here? I'm trying to think of what I want to happen in this corner because this is a weird space. It's like my bed is very ginormous. I like how the footboard blocks it from the living room. However, this is north. And my head is facing technically northeast. Not good. So I sleep diagonally, so I'm sleeping east. Which, if I put my bed this way, then I would be sleeping like more like southeast, which is better. But then it's exposed to the world. I don't really know yet. I don't know. Because I don't really know. I could push it over this way and kind of have like a little nook, but for what? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. No. Holy shit, that's heavy. This is the existential crisis box. Okay. Recent haul teams. Okay, obviously I got that mirror. I also got a couple little things that I found. I found this embroidered little cloth. I think I might just hang it on the wall. It's so cute. Also, I just got some more doilies for like, you know, doily things. And I did recently get this basket. It has this nice green detail. And a tablecloth, which I don't think I have room for a dining table, but it's very pretty. I could hang it on the wall or do something creative with it. I also got a bead curtain recently. I'm not going to take it all out of the box. I did get a bead curtain recently as well. That was really loud. Anyway, I actually changed my little mind. I'm gonna take the bead curtain out. Check it out. One more thing. I can't tell how this is on here. I don't know, but the sticker needs to come off. I met him in Arizona and we were together for quite a while and we really clicked. And then he moved to Connecticut for work. We were doing long distance for quite a while, and we saw each other a few times, but we were just really happy being long distance. And then I kind of just decided, like, I finished school, and if I'm gonna be with this person, like, why not? Why not? I have nothing to lose. I was ready to leave Arizona. And so I moved to Connecticut. I'm gonna start sobbing. No. Next, please. We road tripped across the country in my car with my cat and took everything. It was a lot. It was a lot. Mentally and physically and emotionally, it was a lot. And I think the universe, not that that was the wrong decision, but the universe was really telling me that things were out of whack. Because every possible weird, bad thing that could happen to me in the following year after moving, that could have happened, did. Anyway, I moved across the country for love. And at first, it was so wonderful and beautiful and lovely. And then, oh wait, I forgot to mention, by the way, I was supposed to live with one of his friends from work. And I was like, yeah, whatever, just for like temporary until I find my own place. She bailed on me 4 days before I was leaving Arizona. 4 days before. So I couldn't just change my plan. Like, I ended my lease, I ended my job, I like packed all my stuff, sold everything. I couldn't just. I went and I lived with him for quite a while, until we finally realized, like, there's no places to rent here. It's the summertime, and this is a tourist area. There is literally nothing. And I can't afford what was there, so we kind of talked about it for a while and arranged stuff, and then we started living together.
You coming over? Not for you, Yanni. I already gave you.
So chilly in here. Okay, actually I've been wanting to try this since moving in. Is this mirror in the bathroom is not it. I mean, it's alright. It's not it though. I wanted to try and see if the other one fits here. But maybe if I hung it high enough. Wait, it would. Hang on. Oops. I'm like crushing my plant. It would work. It would work. Wow, wait, hang on. There's so many fruit flies, and I have these fruit fly catcher plug-in things, and they're not even attracting them at all. But I have another idea for this mirror. So let's see. Right here. By the bed. And I feel like this would be cute, actually. Would give it some character over here because it has none. If I did like this here, it might. Why is there 800 nails on the wall but not one where I would want to hang this? Just asking. Also right here actually too would be cute. But it's funny because like if I have my jewelry box here and then I have my closet here and then I have more clothes in that dresser and coats and then shoes in the black one, like I'm gonna be like running all over the place to get ready. Not something I already don't do, so. Well, now I'm looking at it from over here conceptually. If I had the oval mirror here, it might look a little weird unless I had a big photo or like a big one, like that big. Bigger than the oval one right here. Also, it might look cool to have like the mirror and maybe even like a little bit of a gallery wall right there. Call me crazy. What do you think, Jenny? What do you think? What do you think, buddy? You don't like it? Do you like it? He doesn't like it. That's my buddy. That's my buddy. Yep, I really did move in with him, which was not at all in the cards for me. It was for him, not for me. I don't want to live with anybody unless we're engaged. That's how I am. I've always thought that, and that is what it is. But so we started living together, and it was great at first, and then it started not being so great, and we kind of really were like butted heads right up against each other because it was like we went from long distance to literally living together, and I think we realized how different we were, and I was struggling with my PMDD and stuff, so it was just like a lot. I think over time it just became increasingly more prevalent to me, and my intuition was kind of yelling out like this just isn't working. Of course I loved him, and of course I didn't want to break up. Like, I moved across the country for this person, for us to be together and get married and have babies and live together for the rest of our lives. There were quite a few months that it just wasn't working, and it wasn't working, and we kept trying, and it wasn't working, and it wasn't working, and it just wasn't working. So I started looking for my own place, and I thought maybe that would help. But it just didn't, and I had to end it, and I did it sobbing, and it was really hard, and I mean, it's been over a year, so we've healed and we've moved on, and everything's wonderful and great and beautiful, like just how life is and life goes. But that was hard. That was stupidly hard, because how do you move across the country for someone? Maybe it was like one of my silly, weird ARC stories, but how do you move across the country for someone and then it just doesn't work out? It's not over though. Life and the story, because there's so much that I've lived and learned, and there's so much more to tell. So stay tuned, I guess.